Hey there guys, NexGenStriker here. Now if you're wondering why the last video was a bit rough on the editing, well it's because the middle was an anime pickup and I decided to cut it out and re-edit it, or re-record it actually, because it's outdated, I've got more things, I've watched more stuff, played more games, etc, etc, and my computer's still not fixed, so I figured, hey, might as well record a lot. I'm planning on recording a lot of things, I'll talk about that a little bit later, but yeah, fill some time, because I really want to be back on YouTube. Of course, by the time this is up, you guys will be like, well, you're already back on YouTube. What are you talking about? And just for the record, it's really hot. I had to turn off all the air so there wouldn't be any background noise. I had to lift the shades up, you know, so there's sun hitting me in the face. And we're under a heat advisory, and I'm wearing a black shirt, so let's hope I don't die in the middle of this. But it's all for you, so it's all good. So let's start with the anime pickups, and then we'll move on to video games and etc. First off, I've talked about this before, now I get to show it. Yu Hakusho, Season 1, on Blu-ray. So yeah, I started watching this on a really weird channel. I don't remember what it was called. It was like Colors or something. It was like a 9,900 channel. It was really weird. I have Dish, by the way. Some of you might know about it. It used to exist. I don't think it does anymore, but it had like Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, etc. Yeah, so it was weird. But anyway, yeah, it showed somewhat the uncut version. I think it might have censored a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, I started watching it. I've watched the first 13 episodes. In case you guys don't know, that's where he has been accepted to be trained. And after that, I haven't watched anything else. I watch it with my brother, so we kind of have to watch it at the same time. It's pretty good so far. It starts off kind of rough, just like everything else. Although I think the first few episodes, had I not seen them already before, they're pretty good actually. So you know, not to be like the action fighting thing this thing is supposed to be, but it was good like for a drama sort of thing. So yeah, really good. Letterboxd drives me crazy, but we've already talked about that. So next on the list, this is another one that I've actually started watching about a day or two ago. Whew, getting hot. Soul Eater. Now, two of my friends in real life, not on YouTube, but real life, recommended, well, talked about it. One of them really liked it until the ending is like, I hate it. And, and then the other one's like, you know, it's got really cool fighting, you should watch it if you like, you know, the stuff you like. So it's like, okay, I'll try to watch it someday. And it's really good. It has a very unique art style, which might turn some people off, but I think it's pretty cool. Some things I don't really like, but you know, like the Grim Reaper just looks kind of stupid. But other than that, pretty good, honestly. I've only watched the first 6 or 7 so far, so I'm assuming it does actually get better than I already like it now. Black Star's my favorite so far, I think. Just because he's like an assassin and he has the coolest character design, but it would probably be Soul if he just wasn't a weapon the whole time and he didn't really talk or fight, you know? I like fighters, so the fact that Black Star's like really close up in your face fighter, it's awesome. That's all I can say about Soul Eater, so let's move on to another legend, One Piece, the first collection. I assume this is the best thing to get if you're trying to get into One Piece and have a good deal, because there are so many of these season things of One Piece. I looked on there and I was like, which one do I get? So I just went with the one that had the most. This has, I believe, 28 episodes. I don't see where it says that, but I think it has 28. So that'll give me a lot to watch. It has as much as Yu Hakusho, and I believe Soul Eater has that much too, but maybe not. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, a lot of things for me to watch. And One Piece, I really wanted to get into. I watched the 4Kids version, which doesn't really count, but, you know. And I've read one of the manga, so, well, the first manga. So, yeah, to be able to get into it, hopefully soon. I haven't watched it yet, but hopefully I'll really love it because, yeah, I've heard it's awesome. So, yeah, that's past the anime. I didn't want to get into another one. I wanted to try out, actually, Fairy Tail, despite what I've heard. Because I had a lot of money, so I was like, now I don't have that money, so I'm like, kind of wishing I hadn't spent that much, but now let's talk about a DVD pickup before we move into games and, actually books, and then I'll tell you guys what else I pre-ordered. So, I went to Walmart, I believe it was 2 days ago as of this recording, so I don't know when it actually gets uploaded, it'll be a while, but I got this. For $3, I got the comic book and I got the Spider-Man DVD, which had behind the scenes. It had a sneak peek at a scene. Pretty good. I haven't read the comic book, but you know, when I see the movie and the behind the scenes, interesting. Yeah, looks awesome. The only thing I don't understand, they're going for a realistic Spider-Man, but might I ask you, Emma Stone would date Andrew Garfield. I don't know. There seems to be a bit of a, you know, like if I'm a nerd, I want someone like Emma Stone, you know what I'm saying? But maybe. And I make jokes about myself all the time. You guys probably think I'm like a desperate loser, but yeah, that's part of being YouTube, you know, you gotta have a good sense of humor. So now we move into games. Which one should I start with? Oh, let's start off here. Resident Evil Revelations. Now, I have not played very much of this. Mainly because on the way to my vacation, which is where I originally intended to play it, we traveled at night. So you know how hard it is to play video games at night. It hurts your eyes really bad. Maybe some people are used to it, but not me. But anyway, I played 2 chapters. It's alright so far. I haven't gotten back to it in a while, so I don't know. I'll play it eventually. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. I guess it's worth looking into. And I think the one that was really more impressive is Dissidia, Final Fantasy Duodecim. Yeah, I like this one a lot. And I'm short of words because this heat is getting to me. I have a big thermos, but I don't want to drink and, you know, do stuff during the video. But it is really good. I've only gotten to the Duodecim story, which is, you know, the actual story of this game, not the original. I've almost beaten it. I'm like the final boss is, you know what I mean? But after that, I'm done. And then I get to go to the original story, which has the core Final Fantasy cast, if you ask me. Yeah, that cast wasn't that cool for the new ones, just saying. But they're alright, and now, I've talked about this so many times, I actually beat it. Wow. Might I say wow, and I keep snapping these because I open the cases, I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm telling you guys, it's awesome. I didn't expect it to have multiple endings either, but I think the one that's the pilot, well, I shouldn't discuss it. I won't discuss it, but if you have it, beat it. Neo Game Spark, beat this game, seriously, it's really good. At first I wasn't into it, but now, wow, awesome. And if you played the original one, you get the secret ending, but I didn't get it, but I kind of understand what they're talking about, but anyway. Yeah, finally beat that, so now I get to move on to games like this one, the Jak and Daxter HD Collection. I've been wanting to play this for a long time. I think I'm about to play it, unless I play Kingdom Hearts 2 again. I really want to play Kingdom Hearts 2 as well, so, you know, considering that the new one's getting ready to come out, I really want to remember, because it's been so many years, at least 5 or 6 years since I played it, so, you know, and I beat it on Proud Mode, I beat Sephiroth, I did all that stuff, so... The only thing I didn't do was play the final mix because I didn't even know they existed. I didn't have I didn't have the stuff to play it. So anyway, yeah, Jak and Daxter, looking forward to that. All the games were fantastic. Now let's move on to the books. I know what you're thinking. Books? Who wants to hear about books? What, you read Twilight? No. I'm talking about awesome books. First off, Naruto 56 I just picked up. You know, I've already actually technically read it, but I just collect them because... You know, I like rereading them sometimes, and, you know, might as well push through the end on Naruto, you know what I mean? And then I got these in after I also recorded, and I talked about it. But now, The Promise, Avatar The Last Airbender of The Promise, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 3 has not come out yet, but I've got it pre-ordered at Amazon, and let me just say, really good. I think it does it justice. I want this animated. I want it animated. And I hope Part 3 has some epic fights, just saying. So, awesome. I don't want to spoil anything, so, yeah, I'm not talking about it, but it's really good, so get it. It's only like, I think the books are like $5, $6 on Amazon. They're cheap, and they're like 70-page graphic novels, kind of. So, yeah, awesome. Alright, so now what we need to talk about is the pre-orders that I have and have not arrived, because they're not out yet. I have the... Amazing Spiderman Game, which I won't be able to play until after I see the movie, which sucks because then I'll be in a summer college class, so I won't have as much time per se, but we'll see. I might actually just play it because I get impatient anyway, but yeah. at least get the installing done if there's installing. And then I have the Kingdom Hearts